Visiting Odzala-Kokoua National Park in Congo-Brazzaville is an immersion into one of the last truly wild places on Earth. Home to western lowland gorillas, forest elephants, and secrets hidden deep within the rainforest. A forest that has inspired stories, myths, and explorers for generations. Visiting it is about exploration. And for those who make this journey, it becomes something unforgettable. We leave Brazzaville early, heading deep into the country. And on this journey, we travel with a group of nature photographers. The energy is positive, making the long but stunning journey towards the national park even more enjoyable. Along the way, one of the highlights is crossing the equator, the line that marks the middle of the Earth. When we arrive at Camp Imbalanga in Odzala-Kokoua National Park, we begin to understand just how unique this experience is. The camp lies deep within the forest. It's intimate, just a few tents on wooden platforms hidden beneath the canopy. Just minutes from camp, Imbalanga Bay is a vital feeding ground for animals, like the western lowland gorilla. From the height, we wait patiently, and then there they are. Without stepping into their world, we watch from a distance as they carry on undisturbed. Back in the camp, and after a warm shared lunch, we are recharged for the next adventure. Before we set out in the nature walk, we learn how to move quietly through the forest and how to communicate using simple hand signals.
If you see like gorillas, you don't have to panic. You can just give a sign, close, maybe catch your friends close to you, and to just listen on tapping on your chest.
We could see, of course, here the forest elephant, right?
The elephant would be here, so you can just say it's a sign on a gesture.
Okay, this is great. I really hope we can use these gestures. Looking forward to the gorillas. Then we go deeper into the forest. Leaving the paths behind, we step into a place that feels untouched. This is the second largest rainforest on Earth, and every part of it is alive, connected, essential. At one point, we come across an elephant tooth lying on the ground. Oh, it's very heavy. It's very heavy. So he was explaining that this is one tooth of an elephant, apparently a baby elephant. And it's a very interesting structure because apparently the tooth of elephants, they grow from back to front. Not like, for example, us humans that grow from top to bottom or bottom to top. A quiet but powerful reminder that we are not alone here. Because in this forest, you are a visitor. And without guidance, it would be very easy to lose your way. That's why the local guides are so important. They don't just lead the way, they teach you how to exist here. And even how to find water inside the root. A simple technique that could save your life. Wow. We're just drinking water from a root that we cut from this tree. And the guide here is teaching us that when they don't have water supply, what they do is this. They cut the root, they hang it, and they just get water. I cannot believe in a more natural way of getting water, right? This is beyond coconuts. Wow. And then suddenly, the forest opens up. And what are these kind of empty places in the middle of the forest?
Yeah, okay, this is we call it in local name the bay. Yeah. It is in English we call for clearing. Most of them, many animals coming to feed themselves here with minerals.
We are lucky to have with us Stefan, an Africa geographic safari expert, sharing his knowledge of the forest and helping us understand what we have just experienced.
So we're about to enter another one of the bayous in the Moba complex. This is what it looks like when you come out of the forest. And basically just come down an elephant path, and this is how elephant and buffalo and all manner of creature come down into these bayous, and where they access the mineral salts and the different types of plants that live inside these open areas. Very little is known about these open areas, frankly, other than they're high nutrients and they're very important for the animals in this area. And we know that there are over 2,000 of them in Odzala-Kokoua though, and that is a lot.
The heat and humidity, even for us, this bay feels incredibly refreshing. The day has already been incredible, but here the adventure never stops. We drift through the river of the Congo Basin. All around us life, endless, layered, alive. We stop again and again to photograph, to take it in. And with every moment you realize how rare it is to be here. We are just finishing 1 hour and a half on a tour on the river Lokwe, this beautiful river here in the heart of Odzala-Kokoua National Park. And now we are going to start a new chapter of this adventure, a refreshing dip into the river. Wow, we couldn't imagine a better way of finishing this experience. Staying in Odzala-Kokoua National Park is a true adventure, and believe me, it's a true privilege. You are staying in the second largest rainforest of the planet after the Amazon, and I can tell you, here you connect with Earth. Choosing to stay in Camp Imbalanga means supporting the conservation of Odzala-Kokoua National Park and the local communities, and experiencing an adventure that you don't want to miss.